Warning, staring at Christy Montego's hoo-ha may cause permanent eye damage. Welcome to Select Square, my name is Hayden.
I'm Dan.
And this is Tekken 4. Beautiful warning screen here by Namco.
Wasn't what I was impressed by, but okay.
You gaming fanboys and your Japanese guys, I don't know.
A lot of people in this day and age would be like pretty well depressed by a roster that small.
Round one. Fight.
As far as fighting games go, like as like quantities suddenly become like the biggest thing, you know, like a roster has to have at least a minimum of 30 characters for it to be considered like a decent roster. I don't really think that's fair. Like if all of the characters are like fairly well balanced or they're all really unique, it shouldn't matter how many of them that there are, really.
Fight.
Not only that, but this was a lot of fun to play at the same time.
To be honest, I never really played much Tekken 4. I was very much a Tekken 2 and 3 fanboy. It took me a long I actually got my PlayStation 3 before I got my first PlayStation 2. So I kind of skipped this whole generation of games.
Giving Craig Marduk hair was a big mistake. He looks so weird with it. But I've got to admit, this is probably Paul Phoenix's best look, in my opinion. He always has his hair up.
What, you mean as a Metallica fan?
No, like, he always has his hair up, and I always thought that he looked really weird with it. He looked like some Eraserhead douche. He had a Guile haircut from Street Fighter. Like, Guile's was slightly more stupid.
You win.
But,
You're talking about the guy all in green with the army pants,
yeah, and the American flags on his biceps, yeah. But Paul Phoenix running around with his hair down, like, this genuinely feels like Paul Phoenix, you know, on his day off, when he's not going around kicking everyone's ass. Although, the other outfit that they gave him in this game, where he has the gi, like, tied around his waist, is also really good as well. Oh, he smashed him.
Smashed it.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, no, Steve Fox.
I like Steve Fox.
I know you like Steve Fox, but it... Like, versing him while the computer's playing him, fair enough. But, like, when you go to play someone else who's playing a Steve Fox, there's a certain balance that's totally lost.
He's got those turbo punches, though, and the ducking and weaving.
Fight.
Diving.
He doesn't behave like a standard Tekken character.
He's a boxer.
But I mean, when the computer's using him, unless you're playing in like hard, it's not too bad. But someone who really knows how to use Steve Fox, it almost feels like he's got just a little too much power.
I think that he can be a lot of fun to use. Like, he's got a lot of options for attack dodging.
He feels like this game's Eddie Gordo.
Yeah, but in this one though, he doesn't seem to feel like he's got as many like duck and run moves, you know. Like, and he doesn't have a kick. He doesn't even know what he's like.
No, he can do. There's one low kick he can do.
Really?
Yeah.
One single low kick.
It's when like someone's on that ground already, and then he's able to use it.
We got Warang looking like he's just stepped out of the military. I bet this game was probably banned in South Korea.
South Korea? I mean North Korea.
North Korea. Whichever one would have the problem with it.
Round two.
Looks pretty good with the armor.
Fight.
But
I don't think North Koreans are worried about PlayStation 2.
honestly, like, I've grown used to seeing Warang with the long hair, so the short spiky hair's good for him, but they definitely tried a lot of new things with this game, at least as far as the costumes were concerned.
As far as alternatives, like, it's good to see that they tried alternative actual, like, body types as opposed to just clothes.
Well, yeah, like, in lots of later installments, all they really have to count on is, what's it called, like, product placement. So I know that in one of them, the Kings and Craig Marduk, they had, like, tap-out theme clothes.
Fight.
Woo, short skirts! This is the part of the game that I came for. Also, very early environmental attacks in this. You could like knock people into things in the environment. They crumpled on ledges, smash them through statues.
Yeah, about the same time as this game came out, it would have been, what? Dead or Alive 3 on Xbox was just introducing all this sort of stuff.
What year was that? Like, what year was this one? 2001?
I don't know, you've got the case in front of you.
Let's see,
But Dead or Alive 3 would have come out with the release of the original
Yeah.
Xbox, and Dead or Alive was really pushing the environmental like damage in that game. Like the multi-layered fighting levels.
it still hadn't reached the advanced level that it got to in Dead or Alive 4, and even then, you couldn't smash enemies through, like, objects in the background and that sort of thing. Like, you could knock them over rails and stuff, but,
Fight.
yeah, it didn't really have that kind of super advanced level to it. Not that it does in Dead or Alive 5, anyway.
To be honest, I've never been a real Dead or Alive fan. Dead or Alive 2 was actually pretty cool. Especially if you could get a copy on Dreamcast. The PlayStation 2 version just had like way too much lighting effects. They're like, look what the PlayStation can do. Oh, you spoiled my game.
Oh, my eyes.
That's it.
Ah, jeez.
You'd be halfway through fighting, and then that bead of light that comes through the glass that has like 9 individual circles to it as the light disperses comes through and stops you from seeing anything that's going on screen.
It was pretty cool that like, there were tons of swimsuits in the game, like as you'd expect from a Dead or Alive franchise game. But Ayane, one of the ninja characters, she also had a training dummy outfit that made her look like Rey from Evangelion.
I love me some Evangelion.
True story.
Win.
She even had like the mask and everything. What the?
I actually told my missus if we ever have a go, I want to call her Ray. R-E-I. Followed by my missus looking at me blankly.
Fight.
This is
And-
another look that I thought was pretty weird. Seemed like long hair.
Seriously, if you replace that mask with a cowboy hat, we've got like ourselves a new Texan character.
Yeah, dude. He'd be like, wow, he's going pretty strong with the low kicks there.
Yeah.
He'd be like El Luchador. Or he'd look like that dude from the mariachi. Oh god, who was that? He was like Puss in Boots in Shrek and everything.
Antonio Banderas.
That's him. I couldn't remember the last part.
I just remember him from Spy Kids.
Round 2.
Wasn't that Dad or something in that?
Fight.
Yeah, he gets a kidnapped with his wife. And then the kids have to come and save them.
Oh my god. Ah, it would have been cool if they'd have put like a real-time timer like ticking down in the background there. Not that this stage isn't like totally awesomely fancy compared to how the stages used to be.
Oh, got it on.
Karate chop to your knees.
At least I got out of that grapple.
Yeah, dude.
That'll help me.
You've still got one more match to split up in.
Dual barrel roll.
Just come back from training in Tekken Tag Tournament, I think, and I was reminiscing about the time that I was playing it last time I was around here with Rise and Dragon, and they had that stage in the snowbanks with the dude in the background. He's going, no eyes, no ears, no mouth. Never actually listened to it before he said so.
I think we'll have to try and get a decent copy of that game. One that doesn't freeze every time I choose Jin Kazama.
I think I've got one at home. I should bring it around one day.
Oh no!
Whoa! Oh
Holy-
my god!
Holy shit balls, literally.
He's wearing a pair of concrete sandals, but it looks like he just got out of the old folks' home. He hasn't even got his moustache!
He's
It's not even Oh no!
Hi Hutch is closed. Today we're brought to you by Tenor.
All of his credibility, it's gone! It's gone! know that he became the cage fighting champion of the world at the end of this, though.
Yeah, because no one else wanted to get in the ring with an old guy wearing a nappy. Doesn't matter if you get the machine corporation at the end of all this.
Hi, Hachi. I ain't having that shit. He's me champion. I'm not getting in there. Look at him.
Oh, ass crack.
Fight.
That's probably why he's so pissed off all the time, you know, because that wedgie is so tight.
It makes him that angry that he's got to throw everyone in a volcano once a year.
Yeah. I actually think this game opened with him throwing somebody off a mountain.
It's tax time. He's got a wedgie.
Oh,
You're
dude.
going in the volcano. Oh,
wow.
dude.
He's still got it in the punches, though. Whoa. Wow, his hand, like, grew in size.
As he like the Grinch. His heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Final round.
Hachi's hand. 3 sizes.
Oh, I think my fist ended up in his nappy.
Nice. Oh, actually, no, it's not.
Dude. Hachi's pissed.
Is that... Are they hit effects that are coming off him, or is he actually bleeding on shit?
I don't know.
Oh, dude. No, this is going the same way as the Kazuya fight, like 4 Tekken videos ago. Oh, come on, man. Don't. Ah.
You lose.
You keep getting
Welcome
close-ups
to
of
the
his ass and crotch.
Iron
Putting me off.
District.
Putting you off. Trying to fight and all this. Don't do it. Don't. Oh, you did it. Why did you do it? Nappy man. Nappy man.
Round 1. Fight.
So, like, if you fail and they send you back to the character select screen, or whatever,
They just hose you down and chuck you back in the ring.
can you choose their other alternate costume when you go into the fight, or does it automatically pick the one that...
Yeah, you can choose your ultimate costume.
Looks like Terry Bogard. Mark of the Wolves is awesome.
Yeah. Take.
I think that was the difference between that game and this one, though. I've also noticed he's got his gloves in his back pocket. When Terry Bogard changed, he just changed his clothes. A lot of his moves still stayed the same. When Shin Kazama in this game changed, he completely changed. Clothes and all.
Terry Bogard. Help me out here.
Yeah, from Final Fight, King of Fighters.
Okay.
He's like the SNK's like primary character. They use him for all crossovers and stuff.
Yeah.
He's more famous for wearing a baseball hat, though.
Oh, that's not what I want to see on replay. We get like
No.
both sides of the dirty ass
Ah,
nap.
dude,
Oh.
no! Well, at least the people on the internet have to put up with it now. We only have to watch this once.
So if you haven't figured it out already, Hachi doesn't bleach his ass. Leave that to the porn stars. Thanks for watching Select Square. My name is Hayden.
And I'm Dan.
Thanks for watching.